main thing is that there are a plethora of different kinds of tools being used in education, not just ChatGPT, and they've been around for a long time. That we need to understand how we're going to be able to use these tools in different processes in education, whether it's in the classroom or for school leaders or for institutions, higher education institutions. And we need regulation of the AI. Data in education gives us opportunities to understand behaviors of students. We can also use it to try to understand processes of learning. It can give us insight into what's happening when students use different tools. And I would say no, not every data being used is just educational data. There's a very big focus now on using data about wellness in trying to help students, because we know that there's lots of anxiety and other issues with students, so that data. But whether we can use it or not, that's a regulatory issue. Yeah, that's a question dear to my heart because I've been working the last years with data literacy. And to me, data literacy is the first step in being able to understand algorithms. Data is the oxygen for algorithms. If you don't understand what data is, where it comes from, how we collect it, your rights as to whether you're allowed to have it or not. And I think I have 2 courses at my university on data literacy, and people love it. I've never had a course that people have loved as much. So we have developed an online course that's open to everybody. It's called .erasing.no. It's along the lines of elements of AI, if you want to know, if you know about elements of AI. It's for everybody. It's written in a way we work together with a text writer to make our academic discourse down and understandable for everybody. And that course is for all citizens, and it's giving you insights into what data is, what your rights are, how you can use it for activism, etc. And I think that's important. And then we have mini courses at the university where we're using this literature that we've written together with quizzes and assignments and things like that. And I have never in 30 years of teaching had people love a course so much. They absolutely love it because I think it gives them empowerment, and they start to understand and reflect on what the Tesla's doing with all the data they collect, etc., about data in their everyday life, and gives them empowerment. We can start with the regulatory side, that we really need to protect the human rights of especially children when we're working with children, but all of our human rights, about whether we're having data that collected about us that we don't have any control over, we don't know about. We need to protect, we don't know what the future is going to use for these things. So doing the work that, for example, I'm involved in at the Council of Europe is really important about regulatory issues around the use of the data. The second one is the competency, raising the competency of everybody across the educational sector. It's really important, not just people that we normally think of. So I use an example often of privacy officers that work maybe deciding whether tools can be used. They maybe have worked a lot with healthcare, which is maybe quite different than working with education. So they also need to be up to date on what it means to use data of students, for instance. And the third one is, of course, we have to learn about what it's going to mean for learning and for assessment, and that is going to have to be a job that's going to be a collaborative job among many people to try to see what it's going to mean for the future of learning and education.